comic book fans? Welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And guys, as usual, you're with me, Mike Spider Slayer. Guys, today we were talking about a specific topic that's been on my mind. We've talked about it a little bit on the live show on Dark Avenger Inc. That's on Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you haven't checked that out, we talked about this. Marvel now versus DC New 52. Where do you guys lie? Where do you guys stand in all of this? Have you switched? Do you prefer one company over the other at this specific time? I am looking for opinions and comments, and let me know where most of you people stand at this point. For me, I've always been a huge Marvel person. I grew up reading Marvel comics. Pretty much for a long time, all I ever read from Marvel, honestly, was only Spider-Man books. And then it kind of grew into a little bit more. And then I took a break from comics like a lot of people do. And then when I came back doing writing reviews on Comic Vine and things like that, I went back to Marvel Comics. And I read a bunch of them, and they were all really great. And I read only a few DC titles, and I found myself lost with them and things like that. But now, when the New 52 came out, I took it upon myself to say, you know what, let me read some more DC titles. And then that's when I started doing reviews on YouTube. And I read Marvel titles as well, as usual. And when the New 52 came out, it opened up a whole new universe for me, because I didn't have much to compare from the old DC universe. However, certain titles I really didn't feel were all that great. I still thought Marvel was really phenomenal. I thought it was better than DC at the time. Until most recently, almost a year now, we're getting close to a year anniversary for Marvel now, coming in October. Marvel Now came out. And all kinds of new titles were introduced to us. We saw solicits, we saw what was coming out. A lot of us were all super excited for it. And a lot of these titles now have been dropped. We were excited for like Uncanny X-Force, Iron Man. There's so many titles out there that I wish I could name off the top of my head that I was so excited for and just didn't turn out. Wolverine title, Savage Wolverine, just other things like that. Even for a lot of people, Spider-Man, when Superior Spider-Man started coming around, it's turned off a lot of people towards Marvel. And the other thing where Marvel has done a lot of is these events. You have Avengers vs. X-Men, which was the last, I guess, old Marvel event. And for a lot of people, people were turned off by that. But that led into Marvel Now. And now we have Age of Ultron. We have Infinity. You have Battle of the Atom. How many events are we going to have in 1 year? It's a little ridiculous. Now, ever since the Age of Ultron, that turned off even more people because it's a space-time continuum, basically earthquake, where some of the, everything has shattered, like times has shattered, and it's kind of an excuse for Marvel to say, well, if we screw up, basically what's going to happen here is we can blame it all on Age of Ultron and we can change time around. So if there's something that they make a mistake on, they can blame it on Age of Ultron. I feel it's a cop-out. I really do feel that's what has happened to Marvel now. So all these changes and little things and tweaks and character outfits and all that stuff has to do with Marvel Now. Again, that's what I think. But you can obviously see that in titles because of Guardians of the Galaxy. They bring up, because of Age of Ultron, my space-time continuum has gotten messed up, and because of Peter Quill's thing, and then because of Hunger, you got Galactus going into the Ultimate Universe. So because of Age of Ultron, these things have happened. But nevertheless, of these titles, or the actual events that has happened. I think Marvel now has turned off a lot of people, and that's including myself. I think the quality titles are not there. I think there's way too many Avengers titles. I think there's way too many X-Men titles. Why do we have to saturate the Marvel Universe with Avengers? Why do we need 300 separate Avengers? What happened to the old days of the Avengers where it was like 8 of them and then you had your couple reserved guys? Why do we need everything uh, that has to do with the Avengers? It's just, for me, it's become a complete disappointment. Marvel has. Superior Spider-Man. Spider-Man's my favorite hero. I've learned to accept Superior Spider-Man. I actually enjoy the story, but I do miss Peter Parker. I will always miss him. Um, Flipping over to DC now. DC Universe. It took them 2 years to come out with an event, but this event has been planned forever. You can obviously see that since the beginning of the New 52. A lot of people were turned off of the New 52 in the beginning because you're overwhelmed with 52 new titles that are coming out, and everyone was on the bandwagon trying to get these, and a lot of people were disappointed with it. But as time has gone on, I feel that with DC, they've tweaked some of their mistakes. They've tried to fix things. They didn't come out with 3 or 4 events in 1 year. And now the event that they have right now, it took them 2 years in the making, and it's led up to this point. And I felt it's been fantastic. I felt that the Trinity War is an event that everyone should read, because even if you're not a fan of New 52 or you're not a comic reader of usual, you can kind of pick up that first issue of Trinity War, and Jeff Johns does a wonderful job at putting those things together to make you understand what's going on. Whereas Infinity, you don't have that, I don't think. But nevertheless, the event put this New 52 together. It felt like now we have a complete universe. And then it's leading into Forever Evil, and then it's leading into the Crime Syndicate and everything else that is happening with DC and in their version of the Crime Syndicate or whatnot. I think the titles have been uh, a lot more solid. Batman is a solid title. Green Lantern has been solid. I mean, I read so many books; it's hard to just remember everything off of the top of my head. But I feel that there's books there that have been under the radar, like Batwing has much improved. A lot of people, like Suicide Squad, Nightwing, Batgirl. There's just so many different DC titles out there that are top quality. Green Arrow has turned things around. A lot of great things that I feel that DC is, and it feels more like a comic book. I think their stories are better. I just think Marvel seems to be trying too hard. There's something there that's missing from Marvel that a lot of us Marvel fans have been used to seeing over the years. And I think they had it right before, and now they've tried changing things to get new people on board. And for me, it doesn't work. And they've claimed that it's not a reboot, which it's not. But in all sense, the way they're changing everything, it might as well be, because a lot of it sucks. And that's my opinion on it. So if I have a preference of who I like, Marvel or DC, I have always been a Marvel boy, but honestly, at this point, DC gets the nod for me. I am a much more, I must say that I get more DC titles at this point than I do Marvel titles, and it looks like that more Marvel titles could be possibly being dropped from my pull list at this time. So guys, again, let me know what you think. Where do you stand with DC? Where do you stand with Marvel at this point? Are you happy with Marvel now? Do you feel they're oversaturating X-Men and Avenger titles? Um, Again, tell me how you feel. One more example I'll give you from Marvel. The books that I like from Marvel right now are books that pretty much are not Avenger or X-Men books, like Hawkeye, like Superior Foes of Spider-Man. You know, things of that sort of nature that really don't have to do with everything. Avengers Arena, which is getting canceled, unfortunately. So again, tell me books that you like, dislike. Where do you stand on Marvel now? Where do you stand on the New 52? And what universes do you know? What do you like better? Did you like the old Marvel universe? Did you like the new DC universe? Do you like the new DC universe, or do you like Marvel now? So, guys, again, leave me your opinions below. Sorry if this is a little bit lengthy, but I just wanted to get my opinion out there and let you guys know where I stand at this point in time. So, guys, as always, thank you for watching Comic Book Corner 2.0. Until the next comic book review, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. Take care, everyone. See you soon. Bye.